Elevate Kamilla Cardoso and let everything run through her. Let her be the dominant force down close to the basket for the Chicago Sky. Turn Angel Reese into a role player, and you know what will happen? You will be an improved team and you will win games.
The Chicago Sky finally secured their first win of the season. And guess what? Angel Reese spent most of the fourth quarter on the bench. While she watched from the sidelines, Kamilla Cardoso put on a show, scoring a career-high 23 points and dominating the court. The numbers speak for themselves. When Reese plays fewer minutes, the Sky tends to come out on top.
Angel Reese, part 36, let's get it!
Another day, another 3 me-bounds for our me-bounding queen. Now 50% me-bound rate. How about it? Oh, she's learning to pass now, huh?
Bang!
Fastest to 500 rebounds in WNBA history. I wonder why. She's learning to kick it out now. How about it? These announcers are hilarious. They're like, she's learning not to get swatted 3 times in a row. Now it's only twice.
He's a pro basketball player, not a Make-A-Wish kid.
By the way, this is called a foul. I don't know about you, but that's all ball, baby. All ball.
This is no longer just a coincidence. We're about to break down exactly how the Chicago Sky may have found their winning formula. And it revolves around sidelining their so-called superstar, Angel Reese. If you believe the Sky has unlocked the secret to success, drop a "Fire the Baby Giraffe" in the comments below. Let's get into it.
This guy finally won a game. We had Angel Reese with a double single. Cardoso was exceptional.
You know what happened in the fourth quarter that no one saw coming? Coach Tyler Marsh made a bold move that sent shockwaves through the arena. Angel Reese, the team's supposed star, was on the bench during the most critical moments of the game, watching as her teammates battled for their first win. This wasn't just a routine substitution or a quick breather. Reese was benched during crunch time, and the reason behind it reveals a much bigger story about what the Chicago Sky truly need to succeed.
Guess what did not happen? No double-double for Angel Reese equals victory for the Chicago Sky. She should be your 4th or 5th offensive option because she can't shoot. She still couldn't shoot last night. That's just a fact. She still could not shoot the basketball.
The numbers leading up to that moment told a clear story. Angel Reese's 2 for 6 shooting and forced attempts had become a trend Coach Tyler Marsh could no longer overlook. She went scoreless in the first quarter, missing all 3 of her shots, and by halftime had managed just a single point. Her 33% shooting was weighing down an offense that couldn't afford missed opportunities. This wasn't just an off night. It was Reese forcing plays that weren't there and ultimately hurting her team's chances to win.
I'm sorry, she's not a star basketball player. She's a star person. Her game is she can be a great role player. You can be a star in your role. Draymond Green is a star in his role. Angel Reese can be a star in her role, rebounding, creating havoc, creating extra possessions. She play hard on the defensive end. Angel Reese can be a good player for a good team. Her role has to be defined. You don't need her trying to be a scorer.
What made this decision even more significant was the timing. This was Angel Reese's first professional matchup against Paige Buchers, a game loaded with pressure and scrutiny. While Buchers was shining, dropping 15 points, dishing out 8 assists, and playing like a polished, complete player, Reese was struggling to find any offensive rhythm. The contrast was brutal, and it was unfolding live on national television for everyone to see.
She's not efficient at all, and the lack of efficiency in her shooting leads to losses. Right here, 97-92. This was in Chicago. Let's just scroll down here. Angel Reese, 25 minutes, 2 of 6 from the field, 33%. You're 6'4", 33%. I mean, honestly, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points. You're right in your lane. Yeah, you're right in your lane.
Coach Tyler Marsh's post-game comments shed light on the reasoning behind benching Reese. He emphasized that she needs to focus more on rebounding and facilitating, rather than forcing offensive plays. I think that's who Angel is. In the best way. That's what her skill set allows her to be, Marsh said. We shouldn't just look at her as a rebounder, or just as a scorer. He also noted that Reese had been dealing with some discomfort in her hand, possibly contributing to her shooting struggles. But let's be real, is that just another excuse?
For the Chicago Sky, in the first half, it was all Cardoso. Cardoso ended the game with 23. Cardoso in the first half she had her first 10 points for the team. So she had 23.
The contrast couldn't have been clearer. While Reese sat with just 6 points on inefficient shooting, her replacement was making immediate, game-changing plays that actually moved the needle. The real question wasn't whether Reese deserved to be benched. That part was obvious. The question was, what would happen once she was off the court? Would the Sky finally start playing like a cohesive, unified team?
Angel playing the fourth is the way she probably should be playing. She is she's a good role player. She's a good role player. Like, it was a solid performance. Like, she made a couple of extra passes. She kind of swung 1 or 2 times and the team won a few times. And like, the team got a couple of scores from all 5 people's ball movements.
So what exactly changed when Angel Reese was benched in the fourth quarter? Everything. The Sky's offense suddenly came alive. Ball movement became crisp, the spacing improved, and players began making the extra pass instead of forcing tough, contested shots. They outscored Dallas in the final period, looking, finally, like a cohesive professional basketball team, rather than a collection of individuals chasing stats. This wasn't just a tactical decision. It was a revelation, a glimpse of what the Sky could become when they stopped funneling the offense through a struggling star. And while Angel Reese was learning hard lessons from the bench, something unexpected was unfolding on the court. Kamilla Cardoso, who had spent nearly 2 seasons in Reese's shadow, stepped into the spotlight. She wasn't supposed to be the star of the night. In fact, she had never scored more than 15 points in a game. But with Reese out, the team's entire offensive identity began to shift around Cardoso, and she delivered.
Cardoso had her best game of the season, might have had the best game of her young career. To be honest, I don't really remember. She had a couple decent games her rookie year, but I don't really remember her having a game as good as this one.
The transformation was instant. Kamilla Cardoso came out firing, scoring the Sky's first 10 points with a confidence and aggression that caught everyone by surprise. She attacked the rim with purpose, made smart reads in the post, and immediately established herself as a legitimate offensive threat. This early burst of scoring gave Chicago something they'd been missing all season: momentum, and a reliable scoring option who wasn't trying to force every play.
Kamilla Cardoso, guess who finally got more minutes than Angel Reese in a ball game? Hell has frozen over, I guess. But finally, they ran this whole shooting match through Cardoso.
You know what made this even better? Courtney Vandersloot, the Sky's veteran point guard, fully backed the strategic shift. She needs to touch the ball a lot, Vandersloot said. I think she understands the game really well, so we need to play through her more often. When a Hall of Fame teammate is calling for more touches, you know that player is doing something right. Vandersloot saw what everyone else was seeing. Cardoso was making the right plays and earning every opportunity.
Kamilla Cardoso showed up today. I can't knock it. It was a hell of a game. Like I said, Vandersloot, pick and roll masterpiece, hesitating, scoop layups, finding open players, finding Kamilla. It was a hell of a game from Sloot. Ariel Atkins showed up back-to-back games, getting busy, being that scorer that Chicago needs, that scorer, that shot creator, that late in the shot clock guy where it's like, hey, it's late in the shot clock. We got 6 seconds left. We need you to go get a bucket. Ariel Atkins is showing she could step up and be that player for the Chicago Sky.
What made Cardoso's performance truly remarkable was her dominance on both ends of the court. It wasn't just about scoring. She controlled the paint on defense, hustled for loose balls, and delivered precise passes that kept the offense moving smoothly. In contrast, Reese's style was much different. She forced shots and attempted to make plays that weren't there. Cardoso, on the other hand, let the game come to her effortlessly.
9 of 13, 69% from the field, 83% from the line, 8 rebounds, 23 points. She was dominant last night. Dominant. Let's look at it a little bit.
Here at Wintrust, and a quick move and quick night. Wings and sky, the wings, like I mentioned.
I mean, she was dominant. Look at it. Inside, close to the basket. Misses one. There's Angel. Angel actually threw the ball back to Kamilla.
Each basket Cardoso scored seemed to unlock more of her potential. The Sky's offense began clicking in ways it hadn't all season. Teammates found her in ideal spots. She finished through contact, and suddenly Chicago looked like they had a true inside presence. Her shooting was efficient too, 9 of 13 from the field and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Kamilla Cardoso's stat line: 9 of 13 shooting, 5 of 6 free throws, 8 rebounds, 23 points, and 8 assists. That's exactly the kind of performance the team needs from her.
Kamilla Cardoso, 9 of 13, 5 of 6 from the line, 8 rebounds, 23 and 8. That's what you need from her. That's what you need from her. Kamilla Cardoso should be giving you 10 rebounds a night. At 6'7", she should be getting 10 rebounds a night. Now, this is what frustrates people with Kamilla Cardoso. She'll have a game like this, 23 and 8, and then you don't know what you're going to get from her next game. Kamilla might not show. Kamilla might go for 6 points and 3 rebounds next game. She got to start demonstrating a level of consistency that the coach and the Sky fans can relate.
How did Kamilla Cardoso explode for a career-high 23 points? The moment Reese took a step back and her role was reduced, Cardoso gained more touches in the post, better positioning, and the full support of the team's offense. The ball was no longer being forced to a struggling player. Instead, it was going to someone who was actively making plays and helping her team win. After the game, Cardoso said, "I finally saw the work I put in during the off-season pay off. This performance showed that the Sky's future might not revolve around their supposed star, but rather around a player ready to rise up when given the chance."
Seen Kamilla, let me just pause it. We've seen Kamilla trailing Angel a lot lately and or cutting around the basket while Angel's down here and she keeps throwing up shots and keeps missing. Angel actually threw the ball back to Kamilla and it worked. Right here, oh, I miss a layup, I get my own rebound. Guess what? One shot, it's back in. One shot, it's back in.
This is where things get really interesting. The statistical evidence that's been building all season has now become impossible to ignore. Angel Reese's performance against Dallas wasn't just an off night. It was part of a troubling pattern that the numbers clearly reveal. While fans and media have tried to excuse Reese's struggles, the cold, hard data tells a story that's increasingly difficult to defend.
Reed Wallace once said 3 great words: ball, don't lie. Bang! At this rate, she's gonna be leading the league in turnovers as a big under center, bro. Said hot, hot, bang! A lot of new people here are asking, hey, what does butter pecan mean? I'll tell you what it means. It's butter pecan! Bang!
Reese's stat line of 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in 25 minutes might look decent on paper, but her shooting efficiency and decision-making were troubling. She made just 2 of 6 shots from the field, a disappointing 33.3% shooting percentage. This wasn't a one-time slip. Reese went scoreless in the first quarter, missing all 3 attempts, and by halftime, she had only managed a single point. These aren't the numbers you expect from someone who's supposed to be leading your offense.
Playing in her 6th game of her WNBA career, Smith blocks Angel and will send it back.
The viral moment that summed up Reese's entire night came when Nalissa Smith blocked her layup attempt. Smith, Caitlin Clark's former teammate, delivered a powerful block that quickly became a symbol of Reese's offensive struggles and questionable shot selection. Fans flooded social media, reacting to Reese getting denied by Smith. That block wasn't just a defensive highlight. It was a statement on how easily opposing teams can shut down Reese when she's forcing shots.
She just blocked the shit.
6 game of her.
Boom, get that crap out of here. She just blocked the shit out of Angel Reese. I mean, God, she's terrible.
Even more revealing was the Sky's offensive rating with Reese on the court versus off it. The team moved the ball more smoothly and generated higher percentage shots when she wasn't dominating possessions. You could see it unfold in real time. When Reese wasn't demanding touches or forcing plays, the offense flowed as it was meant to. Players made the extra pass, found open teammates, and took smarter
That's
shots.
good basketball. That is good. Do you see how happy her teammate was? Look at that. I mean, a dominant force. She's an absolute. Look at these made layups. It's wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought made layups would being efficient would lead to winning ball? I guess I would have thought it. I guess I would have.
Comparing Reese's recent performance to her season averages makes it clear this wasn't just an off night. She's been consistently underperforming expectations, and the numbers don't lie. The most telling evidence isn't just her individual stats, but how the team fares when she isn't the primary option. So, what do the Sky's offensive numbers reveal about their performance with and without Reese on the court? The team's assists jumped to over 25 in consecutive games, and their shooting percentages improved when the offense didn't run through her. When Chicago stopped forcing everything through their struggling star, they actually started playing like a professional basketball team. These numbers suggest the Sky's formula may require Reese to accept a significantly different role than what she, or her fans, had expected.
Need to know who is reffing these WNBA games.
Got Helen Keller, Ray Charles, and Stevie Wonder out there with the whistle in their mouth.
Out of travel. I didn't know you could do the Cupid shuffle when you got the ball in your hand. Skip it, pop, boom, boom, boom.
Bang!
The ball tells the truth. The ball gets justice.
Bang!
No, it's the end of the school year and everything. We got prom coming up, but I didn't know you could dance on the WNBA court like that.
Times I gotta tell you, you need your passport to travel.
You know what's absolutely wild? While Angel Reese was getting benched in Chicago, and her team finally pulled off a win, Caitlin Clark has been sidelined with an injury in Indiana, and the Fever are now on a losing streak. Two sophomore sensations. Two completely different situations. One benched by choice, the other out due to injury. The results couldn't be clearer about who truly matters to their team's success.
Like that. Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA, the team owners, the Players Association, in the split of an instance, all of it can change. In a split instance, all of it can change. If this injury does anything, it should be a wake-up call to the WNBA.
The Fever without Clark looked lost, struggling to score, and falling completely apart. Indiana simply can't function without their star point guard orchestrating the offense and creating opportunities for everyone else. When Clark sits, there's no one who can match her court vision, her knack for finding open teammates, or her leadership on the floor. The entire Fever system breaks down because it's built around a generational talent who elevates everyone around her.
Indiana Fever lose to a young Washington Mystics team 83-77. Look lost without Caitlin Clark.
Meanwhile, the Sky without Reese in crunch time looked more organized than they had all season. Chicago's offensive rating actually improved when Reese wasn't forcing shots or dominating possessions. The ball moved more naturally. Players found better scoring opportunities, and suddenly the team played like a cohesive, professional unit instead of 5 individuals just trying to rack up stats.
Sky have one potential bona fide superstar, and that is Kamilla Cardoso. It is not Angel Reese. Last night, Angel Reese, and look, her fans, if she is played the right way by a team, her fans are going to burn down social media, and they're going to burn down the Chicago Sky, because Angel Reese's line should look something like 4 to 6 points, with 8 to 10 rebounds and 3 assists. That should be her line.
The numbers tell the whole story about these two players. Clark's absence created a huge void in assists, points, offensive efficiency, and leadership, one that no one else could fill. The Fever went from playoff contenders to looking completely lost without their floor general. Every possession became a struggle when you don't have someone who can read the court like Clark does.
They had 0 fast break points. 0 fast break points on the game. 0. 0 fast break points. I don't care what this score ends up.
Reese's reduced role opened the door for teammates like Cardoso to shine, proving that sometimes addition by subtraction really works. When Chicago stopped forcing everything through their struggling star, other players stepped up and played their natural games. Cardoso dropped 23 points because she finally received the touches and positioning she deserved. One player lifts everyone around her, while the other seems to make the game harder for her teammates. Clark elevates her teammates by creating easy scoring chances and consistently making the right plays. Reese, on the other hand, forces shots, disrupts the offensive flow, and actually makes the team worse when she tries to do too much.
And never on planet Earth should she ever have more minutes than Kamilla Cardoso, which has been a trend until last night. They won the game.
The evidence is crystal clear. When Clark sits, her team crumbles, but when Reese sits, her team thrives. This reveals exactly who the real difference maker is between these two so-called stars. The Chicago Sky's first win of 2025 exposed a truth that could reshape their entire season. Sometimes, the best thing a struggling star can do is step aside. While teams like the Fever are building around players who elevate everyone else, the Sky might have just discovered that their path to success means limiting their supposed superstar's role. When Reese sits, Chicago wins. When she logs heavy minutes, they lose. If this pattern continues, we could be witnessing the start of Angel Reese's reality check and Kamilla Cardoso's rise to stardom. If you think the Sky have found their secret to success, comment "Fire the baby giraffe" down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss an update. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.